Good evening and welcome to Guitar Stuff Studio. I think I did it. I think I actually managed to set the stream going and not make a mess of it. I hope everyone's proud of me. How's it all going anyway? How is everybody? Just let me get my windows up here. Yes. Good, good, good. We've got Judy in the chat. How's it going? Judy S. Ferguson, D Mac, Boom's there in the chat. It's good to see you all, guys. Thanks for joining me here on a Wednesday evening in the UK. I'm sure it's probably daytime where the rest of you guys are. Right. First thing we need to address. I'm not sure how many of you are aware. Hi from Glasgow. How's it going, Nigel Smith? Yeah. So first thing, I think you'll probably notice that the name of the podcast has changed. It's no longer the Guitar Nerds podcast. It's just called the Guitar Stuff live stream. And the reason for that is I got a very, very, very polite email from a gentleman called Joe who has a podcast called Guitar Nerds, and it's massive, apparently. He's got a huge, huge, huge podcast called Guitar Nerds, and he sent me a really, really, really polite email saying, "Hey man, I'm not sure if you know this, but I have a podcast called Guitar Nerds, and we've been going for some years." And I just sent him an email back saying, "I am so sorry, brother. I am so embarrassed. I did not know. It was kind of just a little joke name that stuck for the podcast." And I said, "Of course, I will take all mine down and rename them and change the name of the podcast." I'm not here to cause fights with anybody. So yeah, so from now on, it's no longer Guitar Nerds. That's somebody else's podcast. Feel free to go and check it out. I'll leave some links for it in one of my videos coming up. Lawsuit Guitars is in the chat, and Super Heavy Metal Demon. How's it going, guys? Zasha Black's in the chat as well. How's it going, man? So yeah, it's so now it's Guitar Stuff and it's not Guitar Nerds anymore. So we've left Guitar Nerds behind us, but I say I'm sure that their podcast is equally as awesome. It's probably a lot better than this one, probably a lot more professional. So feel free to go and check that out. Once I get some links for it, I'll leave it. But he was really cool about it and said he'd give my channel a shout out on their podcast. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We don't have a moderator in the chat tonight. Joe isn't here tonight. If you all want to make fun of Jojo next time you see her, she's gone to see the new Bridget Jones movie, and I think that's probably the least rock and roll thing anyone has ever done. So if you want to make fun of Jojo for going and watching the Bridget Jones movie, feel free. God, there's so many members in the chat. This looks awesome. Thank you, guys. It really does mean a lot. Sorry, I'm a bit chesty today. If you want to help support the channel, feel free. Super chats, memberships, everything like that. It all goes to help out, and everything goes back into the channel. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about guitar lessons and learning guitar. Obviously, this isn't this isn't gospel. This is just me waxing lyrical about it, and you guys need to feel free to jump in the chat and let me know what you think as well. It would be really interesting to see how everybody else goes about it as well. I've done 2 videos now in the guitar stuff I bought on eBay for less than £30. Steve Cassidy's in the chat. How's it going, Steve Cassidy? Good to see you, buddy. I've done my second video. I think I dropped that yesterday. There's so much fun to do, and it means that I get to shop on eBay, and I've kind of got a legitimate reason to do it. Sorry, my beard's looking a bit crazy tonight. I washed it earlier. It's just gone. So yeah, it's really fun. Rod's in the chat. How's it going, Rod? Good to see you, buddy. yes, it really is a challenge going on eBay and finding stuff for under £30. I think it's like 40 $45 US. Um, probably like 35 40 euros. Scott DeWitt's in the chat. How's it going, man? So yeah, it is quite a challenge, but I mean, I've had some real scores. I recorded two videos. I recorded two demos today. One is for the Electro Harmonix Satisfaction pedal, which is the fuzz pedal, which sounds like the old fuzz one that Keith Richards used in the Rolling Stones "Can't Get No Satisfaction" song. It really does sound like it. I think I paid £22 for that. And I also got a Behringer vintage phaser that got delivered today. So I used to have one of those guys. I love that pedal, so I couldn't wait to plug that one in and do some videos with that. So the next videos that are coming up will be the Electro Harmonix Satisfaction and the which pedal? Am I happy with which pedal, bruv? Yeah, the Electro Harmonix Satisfaction pedal. I love it. But anyone who knows me knows that I am a big Electro Harmonix fanboy, and yeah, I love their pedals. I love the big muff, so I do really, really, really like the Satisfaction pedal, and the Behringer vintage phaser. It's huge. It's enormous. I should have brought. It's in the other room. I don't want to disturb the dogs. Yeah, it's a big ass pedal, but it's in a metal box. It's such a good pedal. It sounds awesome. So yeah, that's going to be. I am satisfied with it, Steve. I see what you did there. I actually really, really, really like it. I am going to keep an eye out for the upgraded one as well, the kind of greeny blue one. And I might do a shootout. Judy, where will I put all the pedals? I have, I don't know, plastic boxes with lids on. I've got about 4 of them under my bed now. I started counting my pedals the other day, and I think I stopped counting when I got to about 60. I've got boxes for most of them as well, which is pretty cool. The Lamb's in the chat. How's it going, Lamb? It's good to see you again, buddy. So yeah, it's I'm really enjoying doing that little that little weekly video about quite a few. I've had some positive feedback on them as well. You know, people saying it's nice to see, people, digging up, reviewing used gear for a change, because I mean, times are pretty hard. Yeah, I mean, I did a video as well earlier this week with the tariffs and everything. That was just me waxing lyrical about what I thought might happen or might not. I wasn't saying that the tariffs are good. I wasn't saying that they're bad. I wasn't, I was just saying that this might happen or that might happen. I wanted to see what everybody else thought. I mean, there's a couple of people got a bit jerky and political about it, but I suppose you're always going to get that. People. I never understand people who kind of make politics their that whole personality. It's like, oh yeah, I voted for this dude, so that's who I am now. Or I voted for this guy, and that's who I just never understood it. If you have to make politics your entire personality, then you're probably not a very interesting person. There's some big tariff news breaking now. But feel free to keep us updated, Judy. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. I mean, I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that China decides to flood the UK with cheap Harley Bensons, and I'll be like, whoa! Tomorrow should be getting the TC Electronics Jim's 800 preamp. Oh. Do you know what? I cannot get over how good the TC Electronic pedals are. I just got as well the other day, I got a Dark Matter the dark matter distortion. I got that for like 19 quid or something. It's brilliant. And it's in a metal enclosure. I don't know how they make them so cheap. I mean, I do, but we're not going to say that. So, yeah, that's what's happening. Changed the name of the live stream, and Joe's gone to see Bridget Jones. Rhett Shull's done a video with the USA perspective of the tariffs. Rhett Shull has just ripped me off. He always does this. I always get him first before Rhett Shull, and he always just makes it. He's got more subscribers than me. I can't compete with Rhett. He just is that dude. Maybe one day. Who knows? Who dares to dream? Has anybody in the chat seen a guy called Danny Sapko? I'll put his name in the chat just in case I'm pronouncing it wrong. He's a bass player. He's actually very, very, very entertaining. And he's done. Do you remember I did a couple of exposés about people? I did one about a guy stealing guitars. Obviously, I'd get stuck into Ken Tamplin whenever possible. But he's found this guy called. Got Crazed Fandango in the chat. Good to see you. Everyone say hi to Crazed Fandango. Somebody new in the chat, make them welcome, as you always do. So yeah, this Danny Danny Sapko, he's found this guy's called Giacomo somebody. I think he's Italian, maybe. And basically, this guy, this is sickening. I was thinking about doing a video about it myself. He basically finds. I mean, this guy's got like hundreds of thousands of subscribers and followers and everything. And this Giacomo guy, and what he does is he finds some small guitar player. It could be any of you guys in the chat. And he'll find you doing one of your videos and playing like a song, and he'll straight up steal your song and record himself playing it, and then get millions of views on it, and then sell the tab on his website. But not only that, he was sponsored by Fender, he was sponsored by Laney, and he's lost it all. He did a video with Andertons last week, and Andertons took it straight down. Fender have made their video private, but Andertons have pulled all their Giacomo products and everything. It's crazy. After the stream, if you want to catch up with it, the guy's called Danny Sapko. He's from my neck of the woods in the UK. Yeah, I mean, the guy's such a douche. Scott DeWitt, guy's been ripping people's music. Andy Wood went right up on him last night. To be honest, I just before I came on the stream, I saw Danny Sapko's latest video, and Danny really tore into him, like really badly. Apparently, he's got all the texts of him begging people not to call him out on it and stuff. It's crazy. So yeah, I might jump on the bandwagon as usual and give my little guitar stuff studio take on it. It's we'll see what happens. But yeah, Danny Sapko. To be fair, I've only just sort of found his channel. Obviously, he's a bass guy. I'm a guitar guy. I do like bass videos. I like Charles Burtown. I like Scott's bass lessons. I like drum channels. I just like anything to do with music. I'm a sucker for a tune. So yeah, guitar lessons. Everybody in the chat, feel free to jump in. How did you start learning to play guitar, and what do you do now? What are you doing to improve your guitar playing? So I made a little list here. I've got it on my other screen because I've got two screens because I'm a badass. It makes me feel like a hacker. I'm not. I've only just figured out word. Yeah, S. Ferguson, he also plays guitar, drums, and keys. Very, very, very talented guy. So he's got a wicked, wicked dry sense of humor as well. Very funny guy. So yeah, learning guitar, because I've had a couple of people message me on the Twitter or X about asking for suggestions to learn how to play guitar. And I was like, do you know what? It's such. Do you know what works for me might not work for the next guy, and it might, something different might work for whoever after that. So yeah, it's really. Drew and Brick City's in the chat. How's it going, Drew? Pawn Shop Guitars. Good to see you, Brody. Craze Vandango is trying to teach his wife to play bass, which means you're going to have to learn to play bass. It's only going to take you 15 minutes. Don't worry about it. It's not a biggie. So yeah, I've told this little story before. I will go over it again very quickly. When I learned to play guitar, basically I had a Beaterpold nylon string classical, which my mother showed me how to tune, and I had a Beatles songbook with the little chord diagrams in it, and I had a couple of old cassettes where I had recorded Beatles songs off the radio, because I didn't actually own any Beatles albums. I just had the ones I'd recorded off the radio. So I knew what all the songs sounded like. So I just locked myself in my room. I think it was like 14, 15. And, I'd get in from school at like 4 o'clock and I'd go to bed at midnight after just playing guitar all night, fingers all messed up. That's how I learned. And then after that, I just kind of picked stuff up as I went along. I've got quite a reasonable ear for figuring things out. I've got a good little trick for that, actually, which I might make a video about. So, the options for learning guitar. Okay. Number one, the most, I don't know, for me, probably the most effective would be face-to-face lessons with a teacher. You sat there, teacher sat in front of you, showing you where to put your fingers, showing you how to strum and stuff like that. I think that's the most effective, but it is expensive. It is time consuming. Can you go every week? Tim Alcovers, good to see you in the chat. I'm old. My friend drew the pentatonic scale on the inside of a 10-pack of cigarettes. Remember them? I do indeed. 10 John Player Special number 6. Couldn't beat them. Everything I learned by myself. 45 years and counting. That's good. Super Heavy Metal Demon learned 2 riffs, tried tab, took lessons. Hi, Drew. Joined the band, watched a metric ton of instructional DVDs. Judy, how long did it take for me to get any good? And don't say you're not good. Do you know what, Judy? I mean, I don't consider myself to be. I'm a very mediocre at best guitar player, in my opinion. Just I mean, half the guys I follow on Twitter, I see them, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I wish I was that good. I did take quite a long break from playing the guitar. Kind of like the whole time I was in the military, I didn't play. I didn't really have anything to do with music. I was a bit busy. So yeah, and kind of like, I don't know, probably picked up a guitar again maybe 12, 13 years ago and fell in love with it again straight away, just like that. But yeah, I don't know. I think when I first started playing, I think after a year, I was quite a competent guitarist. I was a very good rhythm guitarist. I wasn't a great lead guitarist. And that's what I would like to be now, is a good lead guitarist. DMAX started 10 months on Guitar Trick online purchase, overloaded in a month, 6 months later, went back 1 year subscription. I've heard a lot of good stuff about Guitar Tricks. I really have. I don't know. I will tell you about my experiences in a minute. Craze Fandango, first song you learnt was Karma Chameleon. Oh, you come and go. YouTube tutorials are great. Search the song, pick a video. I will cover YouTube. I will cover YouTube. And my issues that I've had with it. Rod's seen someone play a few Floyd tunes and thought, that's the shit for me. Scott's still learning. There's more I don't know than what I do. Right. Well, listen, I'm going to tell you a bit about. I'm going to go through all the things I've got written down here, and then I'll tell you about what I've been doing. Because we're all here for me. Let's. So, face-to-face lessons with a teacher. Pros, it's great because they're sat there in front of you. They can see what you're doing wrong straight away, put it right. Cons, it's expensive, time-consuming. Learn from a book. Now, one of the problems with learning from books is most of the books are wrong. There's no end of videos on YouTube where I can't remember the name of the guy. I saw him the other day. He was asking a guitar player. He was like, "Well, this is the tab for your song," and he's going, "No, that's not right." And I suppose if you're playing something and it sounds wrong, then it's going to put you off. So books aren't always great. I have books for learning scales and stuff like that, and I've got some. There's little long books that fit in your guitar case. I've got a few of those. Learn from a friend. That's a good one. That was a popular one when I was a kid. Was learning from a friend, because we had one friend. He was called Rick, and he used to go to guitar lessons. He had rich parents, and we'd wait till he came back from his guitar lesson, and we'd all go around to his house, and he'd teach us all the stuff he learned. It was brilliant. The long book. Steve Cassidy, another pro for in-person lessons, is accountability. If you're going to show up and practice every week, that's not something I actually have a problem with. I've got it in my head now. I spent some money on a course, not a lot. I'll tell you about the course in a minute. But I have an hour a day where I practice every day now for at least 1 hour, at least. I've really improved. I'm really happy with it. Learn from videos, either a course or YouTube videos. Now, the YouTube videos are great. There's been plenty of times when I've played in cover bands and I've needed to learn a song, and I've gone straight away, Justin or Marty or one of these guys, and 5 minutes later I can play the solo from Bohemian Rhapsody, or I can play the solo from Comfortably Numb. I mean, obviously not as well as the guys that do the solos, but I something approximate. I could stand in a room full of pissheads and play the solos, and nobody would know any different, and that's brilliant. One of the problems I have with a lot of the YouTube teachers, though, is that you have to keep stopping the video and going back, and sometimes it can get a little bit frustrating unless you get one of those pedals which stops and starts your computer. Taking lessons changes your mindset to that of a teacher. Do you know, I've never really had like a formal guitar lesson, so I wouldn't know. I might take one day just to see what happens and make a video about it. Justin and Marty, the go-to people. Honestly, I don't care what anybody says about these guys. They are brilliant. They're the dudes. And I mean, I know a lot of people that don't like Justin. I know a lot of people that don't like Marty. I haven't got beef with either of those guys. Who's that guy that I did the video about that I didn't like? Tom. Is it Tom or is it John? John McLennan. That guy's an ass. He's a jerk. So yeah, learn from videos, either a course or YouTube. Learn from an online course with videos. So I mentioned this the other week. I got a course from a guy called Dan Munn. I'll put that in the. He's got a website and everything. He does like neoclassical stuff. The dude is a shredder. He's a shred lord. He's fantastic. He's like the poor man's Yngwie Malmsteen. And I got his full neoclassical course with like tabs and videos and backing tracks and everything for like $20. like £15.99 UK money. And the course is brilliant. It's amazing. I'm so happy with it. It's great. But that, like I say, that suits me. I've got something. It's not structured. I do what I want, but it's a great little course. So if you ever want to go and check his courses, he's got some great courses. I'm going to buy the sweep picking one next once I've learned how to be neoclassically. Tim Pierce has got some good videos. He shares a lot, and Tim Pierce. Do you know what? Every time I see Tim Pierce play guitar, I want to give up. He's just that good. He really is. Yeah, if I'm jealous of anybody, it's Tim Pierce, just with the ease that he plays. Kind of like Mark Knopfler as well. Found Justin on YouTube, help with some bass. Like I say, I'll see a song. I'll be like, oh, do you know what? I want to learn that song, and like if I see Justin or Marty's got a video up, I'll definitely give it a watch. Super Heavy Metal Demon. Dan Mum's got a few fantastic courses. Listen, I know it's not for everybody because not everybody likes the neoclassical shred wankery. I love it. I'm an Ingwe fan. I can probably play. You know the Eugene's Trick Bag, the little guitar thing from the Crossroads movie. I can play that all the way through now. I don't know, maybe quarter speed. I think another 6 months I might have it up to full speed. If I do get it up to full speed, I will make a video because you'll never be able to stop me playing it. Thibaut Covers, shout out to Carl Brown Guitar Lessons 365, a lot from his videos. You see, this is why I like doing these videos because it's great for people to share. Personally, I've not heard of Carl Brown, but I probably will go and check him out. It's great to see. It's great to see these things. Other people, other guitar players sharing. And Judy tried 4 lessons with a live teacher and just didn't click. That's the problem. Again, you always get a conflict of personalities and stuff, and I don't know. I don't know. There's guitar teachers I've watched, on the YouTube and stuff, and I've seen like 5 minutes of the video. I've gone, I don't like you, dude. I'm not going to learn this solo from you. It just happens, Judy. But Judy, I have promised Judy a guitar lesson over the internet. Me and Judy will do a guitar lesson one day, and I think I can get Judy shredding within an hour. Creative Super Heavy Metal Demon Creative Guitar Studio helped me a bunch. Good thing about this is you can all go through this later on, and these are great names. It's sorry, Boomslayer, like Ben Eller's Why You Suck at Guitar series. I've seen that one actually. That's pretty good. And again, we had what was his fake Neil from the Pentatonic Way. I know a few people have tried his course and said it's really good. I had Neil on the stream before. Judy walked into a lesson with kiss face. Travis is in the chat. How's it going, Travis? Good to see you, man. Some people are just not good teachers. Yeah. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you can teach it. Just because you're good at playing guitar does not make you a good guitar teacher. It's just the same. We all had teachers at school that just couldn't teach to save their lives. They knew their subject, but they just weren't good at getting across to people. And I don't think I could be a teacher for a living because I just don't have the patience. Yeah, I like helping people out with stuff. If I've got knowledge on something and somebody wants to know, then I will. Anybody will. I will always share it. I'm always getting asked by other YouTubers, how do I do this? How do I do that? And I tell them, and then 6 weeks later, their channels are bigger than mine. What's going on there? Oh, congratulations to me! I hit 7,500 subscribers today. That felt pretty good. So yeah. Now the other one. Have we got anybody in the chat who learns from tabs? Just from tabs alone, be it books or online tabs. So I'm just catching up. Drew's got the Kramer ZX10 plugged into the Ibanez TSA 15. Let's go. Let's do it. You get such cool stuff in your shop, man. Teacher's number one job is to motivate and inspire and show you all 9 inversions of G7. Scott, giving lessons is a pain in the ass. Not my thing. Yeah, it's not my thing. I would hate to be a guitar teacher. Relying on it for a living. But I will happily show anybody, anything. UG, right, Rod. I was going to mention UG, Ultimate Guitar. We got anybody who uses Ultimate Guitar? That is my main go-to for songs. Now, if you sign up to the newsletters for Ultimate Guitar, every so often they will send you like an offer. And I got the Ultimate Guitar Pro for a year, and I think I paid £20 for it for the year. So, Steve, I'm not dissing guitar teachers, right? I don't want you to think I am. Steve's an awesome guitar teacher. He's a lovely fella, and he's an amazing player. If you've got lessons, go and see Steve Cassidy. Yeah, Ultimate Guitar is the business. I use Ultimate Guitar, especially the Pro version, because it plays it for you. It moves the tab for you. It'll give you like a little Casio version of what it's supposed to sound like. Who is it who keeps asking me for a Casio version of Enter Sandman on the YouTube videos? So somebody keeps asking me for the cat. Do you know I've got the little Casio version of Stairway to Heaven? I've done one of those. I've done one for Nothing Else Matters. I kept getting asked for a Cess Ferguson, dude. Right, the next video I'm doing is about I can't remember what the next video I'm doing is about. Just a minute. Oh, it's about all the guitar shops shutting down in the UK. That is going to be the next video. And that will have the Enter Sandman. I actually sat down and finished it. So yeah, this is there you go. That'll be there for you in the next video. So you better show your appreciation or something, because they take me so long to do. I do enjoy doing them. I kind of do them in my spare time when I'm just tootling around. I just got some software and I just plug it into MPC Beats and just they take a while. You're very welcome. Just for you. But yeah, Ultimate Guitar. If you can find that you can learn from tabs, and the offer comes up to get the whole, the full thing for £20 for the year, definitely get it. It's definitely worth it. But yeah, I mean, if you're a casual player, then I don't know. Some of the books are really good. I got it years ago. I think I got it at a car boot sale. It was a little black paperback. It was 100 songs for buskers. It's not got any solos in it. Right? It's just chords for songs, but it's like it's quite a cool little thing. I suppose if you're the type of douchebag that wants to sit around a campfire and entertain people, then the 100 greatest songs for buskers is a great little paperback. Rod, it's worth it. Plenty of features. Yeah, I'm not affiliated to Ultimate Guitar or anything like that. I don't get if you if you go with UG. But like I say, it's one of my favorite resources for learning songs. But I suppose when you're starting out, and you're trying to, God, I hate saying this. It's one of those sayings that goes, it's nails on a blackboard to me. When you want to unlock the fretboard, um, yeah, forget what I was going to say. I just annoyed myself. If you're starting out and you're learning, then sometimes it is good to learn off somebody else. I mean, back in the day, I mean, there's a bunch of old guys in the chat, who learn who learn old school. I bought Primal Scream's Give Him But Don't Give Out tab book, wasted 50 quid. Like, I can remember I bought, it was ages ago, was the Rage Against the Machine tab book, because you can't get the Rage Against the Machine tabs online, or you couldn't back then. I'm not sure how it is now. And I think that's actually very un-Rage Against the Machine, Rage Against the Machine, to block the tabs on public websites for their songs. That's when it kind of started occurring to me that Tom Morello was a penis. Yeah, a lot of tab books. I got an Iron Maiden tab book as well. I think it was the Somewhere in Time tab book, and that wasn't particularly good. And I know a lot of the Metallica ones from the early albums, like Kill 'Em All and stuff like that. I know that a lot of the tab books that came out around that time were really super bad. And the Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction one was particularly bad. But then I think they were all that wasted. I don't think even Slash and Izzy knew what they were playing. So, S. Ferguson, tab C, D, and ear theory to correct faulty tab. Yeah. I mean, I do have quite a good little method for working stuff out by ear, which I might. Yeah, I'm going to keep that one to myself. I'm going to make a video out of it. And Andy's getting paid. There's a first time for everything, and Andy actually making money from his YouTube channel. That's the dream. That's the dream. Oh, Joe did a cool video the other day as well. Jojo, while I remember, she got a jet guitar. I haven't seen the video all the way through, but she did the unboxing and everything. It looks really nice. I think she said it was better than a $2,000 Fender. I don't know. I would have to actually get hands on the guitar to say whether it was better than a $2,000 Fender. It's a pretty big claim. I don't know. You can't always, I suppose, rate a guitar on how much it costs. I've had some. I've had some expensive guitars that weren't that good. I mean, JoJo's Jet video was excellent. Yeah, like I said, I haven't seen it all the way through yet. But yeah, the guitar looked gorgeous. It was absolutely stunning guitar. I think she only paid like 300 quid for it or something. So nice. Do I have a Jazzmaster? I don't have a Jazzmaster D-Mac, but I do have a Mustang somewhere. I haven't played it in such a long time. I got it last summer, actually, the Mustang. I don't really use it much. I'm not... At the moment, I'm more into my Ibanez's and my 7 strings for the shred wankery. That's just the kind of thing I'm playing at the moment. Judy, all of you must have some musical ability to start with, right? I have no. Judy, no. I think some people trying to think of the best way of putting this. I mean, obviously, right, Judy, you've been into music for a long time. I mean, you know, you were Kiss Army back in the 70s and all that, and all the rest of it. And I find that people who have, I could be wrong. I've just realised how much I look like a fundamentalist terrorist tonight. It's terrible. I find that people who have got an appreciation of music and like music tend to be decent musicians. It's I tell you what the problem is, Judy, is it's one of those things where you will feel like you're getting nowhere and you'll feel like you suck and you feel like you suck and you'll feel like giving up and you'll feel like you suck. And then one day, this is just my experience, one day something just clicks and you're like, oh, whoa, that actually sounded pretty good. I think as well is if you're learning to play guitar the wrong way. Now, all right. Trying to think of the best way of putting this. Right, if you're trying to learn things like G chords and D chords and F chords, yeah, then you know that's not the right way. It's not the right things to learn if you want to play. You know, it's stuff that involves power chords and stuff. Because when you're sat there strumming your D chord and your G chord, it doesn't sound very rock and roll. Seriously, Judy, give me an hour. Give me an hour. I love you. I love you sounding amazing. Super heavy metal. I was super heavy metal demon. I was addicted to record albums, picked up the guitar fast, but couldn't pick to save my life. Again, everybody struggles with stuff. Everybody struggles with different things. Rod says I look like Mother from the Medal of Honor game from a few years back. Thanks, I think. I don't think I played Medal of Honor. Am I done? Travis, just about everything can be taught, even ear training. The hardest thing to teach is how to write a great song. Dude, I can come up with some cool licks and chord progressions. One thing I cannot do is come up with lyrics. Everything just sounds like a Taylor Swift or Bieber song. I'm ashamed of myself for it. I admit it. Big secret, I'm actually working on a Christmas song at the minute. I'm working on a Christmas song. I'm going to have the Christmas #1 this year. That's my goal. When the single's ready, I'm going to need you all to promote it really heavily for me. Because I've decided if I get a Christmas #1, I'll never have to work again. So like every year, I'll just get my million at Christmas. I'm a 640. Judy, I just copy people on the internet. There's a lot of natural ability, but I enjoy. So that's what matters. As long as you're enjoying it, that's what matters. Obviously, if you think you sound, it's like Xmas #1 in the style of Taylor Swift. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I've got a fatter ass than Taylor Swift, and that's not me bragging by any stretch. I'm not proud. I've just accepted the fact that I'm going to be chubby for the rest of my life. Right. Well, look, guys, I'm going to have to cut this one short tonight because my throat is a bit sore and I am starting to lose my voice. I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody. I mean, everybody in the chat is joined in tonight. Honestly, you make these streams so much fun and you give me so much stuff to talk about it. Honestly, you guys are brilliant. I cannot thank you all enough. Tomorrow I'm working on a video with Jojo about amps, so there's that. And I'll try and drop my other video about the guitar shops shutting down, which is really sad. There'll be tears. Yeah, honestly, it'll move you. But yeah, thanks again, guys, and I will see you all I'll drop a couple of videos. I'll be back next week. I'll be feeling better, and we'll rock and roll. Judy, hit me up. We need to sort out a guitar lesson. We won't tape it or anything. It'll just be me and you, and I'll have you rocking in the free world. Thanks, everybody. Take it easy and peace out.